is you have to meet the deadline by the news time. If let's say you are doing morning duty, producing Buletin Pagi at 9:30 p.m., you have to be there in the office early as 5 o'clock. So you have all those about 4-5 hours to make the news itself. So these 4-5 hours is your working period, and you have to stay focused during that time, from the early of the morning until the news on air. Okay, I can say that since the news begin at 9:30 until 10 o'clock, so that's the most crucial time lah. You have to make sure everything is run smoothly and correct, without any mistakes. But for sure, sometimes there kind of glitch whatsoever. For sure, all of you as the audience can see it lah through TV. But our as a news people, the deadline is before the news on air. So there's a deadline. If that one is like, if Buletin Pagi, if 1:30, you have to finish it up before 1:30 lah. And then the prime time one, Buletin Utama, 8 o'clock, you have to finish up everything latest by 8 o'clock.
Okay.
8 o'clock. And then there are probability that the news come in during the on-air time. Because sometimes there's a lot of new announcement by government or whatsoever. You have to make it done. How to say? Okay, recently the new PKP 3.0 announced, right?
Yeah.
That's really the orang kata telur di hujung tanduk lah. If let's say PM announce it 7 or 8 o'clock, around that time, but your news start at 8 o'clock, but you have to make it on air because it's a national issue, right? It's national involve our country, right? It's a PKP 3.0. So by hook or by crook, you have to make it done, right? So that's the challenge lah during that time. So actually that's time period of working like that lah. News production.
Okay. Okay. The next question is also for Mr. Asrul from Tasha. She's asking that how did you get into TV3? Yes, because she says that it's not easy to be a TV3 news presenter and being on a camera, facing the camera. So, and what is the risk that you took to join the media industry? Yeah. So she wants to know a tip on how to join TV3. Yeah.
Okay. Rezeki je. Alright. Actually, macam mana cakap? At the first place, I joined TV3 because that time I just finished up my study and I've attend lots of interview for sure. So TV3 one of the ni lah session interview yang I attend lah that time. And TV3 is the first company that call me to bila boleh start kerja, rather than other company that that time I really eager to involve in automotive tau. I got interview with Honda whatsoever, Honda and Toyota, I guess. But at that time TV3 called me, the first company called me to start my first job lah. So incidentally, so I think I joined TV3 incidentally lah. I'm not really looking forward to be TV, but it's by luck. I'm not really looking forward to join TV3. But yelah, orang kata if dah rezeki itself, I just live with it and I start to love it. I love to do news. Yeah. That's my daily practice lah since I think about 9 years ago. Okay. So that's how I involved with TV lah. And then actually it's kind of lying if I said it's not difficult to be in front of a camera. It's difficult. It's really difficult. It's kind of feelings that you be there alone in studio, but the entire nation looking at you. Either they're looking at you, they likes you or they hate you. If you do any mistake, you are in trouble. So that time, I think for 1 hour news, 60 minutes, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
So almost every minute I'm nervous. Tolonglah jangan buat salah. Please jangan fumble. Please don't be like this. Don't be glitch. Don't do mistake whatsoever. That's in my mind. But I have to, during day by day, after 5-6 years as news presenter, I think I can manage to live with it lah.
Yeah.
So it's difficult, but I enjoy doing it.
Okay, thank you. From by Isabella now for Dr. Noyu. She said, for being in the media industry, which is more important to us, is higher education or more of practical experience?
Okay, to be in the media industry, thank you for the one asking. Okay, to be in the media industry, the most important thing, of course, experience. Okay, but the point is you have to master the theory first before you gain your experience, right?
Okay.
So gain as much as experience you can and learn as much as theory you can before you enter the media industry. Okay, most importantly is your human communication skills. Okay, it's not about technical skills only in the media industry, but how you deal with the people. Okay, how you empower yourself, your interpersonal relationship with the other people. Okay, that's the most important thing. So you can't gain it through first of all, you can't have the direct experience with it. But you have to learn first, and then you can test, you can experiment yourself once you enter the real industry. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, there's a comment from Mitin Raj. Okay, Mitiran Raj. So he said that he will come and join TV3 soon. That's a note for Mr. Asrul. And to Dr. Nurul, he's referring back, for what you've explained just now. He said that as you mentioned just now about being a practitioner, we have to be curious about something. So how, if he's curious on any sensitive issue, will he get 100% freedom to explore it in a particular matter or any particular news? Because he's reiterating back, sensitive issues. Yeah. So he's asking about sensitive issue. Would he gain 100% freedom on reporting it or pursuing into that matter?
Okay, thank you so much, Mitiran, right, for asking.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of having a freedom, okay, based on Aristotle, what he believe is. He believed in ethos, pathos, and logos in persuading people, okay, in conveying any information. So instead of, okay, you curious on something, of course, there's a limitation on things or information that you will get on that particular field.
Yeah.
What you have to do is do something that people did not know yet, okay? So, of course, you will have freedom, but please have the limitations on things. For example, sensitive issue. For example, racial issue. Okay, it's very sensitive, right? So try to balance. Try to be ethical. Try to avoid. For example, if you are Malay or if you are Indians, for example. So, of course, if you're reporting about the other race, so you will have this prejudice, right? You will have this stereotype. So we, as a media practitioner, this is the ethic that we have to take care of. Okay, of course you will have freedom, totally you will have freedom, but what you believe, what you your culture, your upbringing will actually influence how you report anything. Okay, so just be in the gray line, okay, between the truth and how you can actually, it's not like duplicate or manipulate, but how you switch the truth to be more believable to the general public. Okay, what we call that is in Aristotle said is the credibility of the truth. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much for me, Cik Asha.
Thank you, Dr. Nuyu. Okay, from Dayan, she is posting a question from Mr. Asrul. Yeah, so she says here, how would you juggle between, reporting on a very huge news, basically a breaking news, when there are officials that are trying to cover up the issue? So, what is your opinion on reporting news as such?
All right, Dayang, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Actually, how do I handle this kind of thing is every single thing that gonna come out in our news, we have to clarify first. Is it right or wrong? Mm-hmm. If we are not sure with kind of things, we seldomly take any sides or put that news on air. But just in case lah, if things happen, we face it. We try to, if let's say this party questioning kind of reporting that we siarkan that time, we try to get this issue, try to comment it back, try to find things to explain. It's not to explain, to try to make people know how the situation it is. It's not twisting, but explaining. We explain, but it depends on how other party involved in this kind of issue, how they involve and how they respond to us. If let's say, okay, if we say something about A party, mm-hmm. and then B party attack us, okay, how come you can report this kind of thing? Because it's not truth. And then we gonna find this A party to ask them, is it true or lies or whatsoever? Is it any agenda behind the reporting or whatsoever? Mm-hmm. So if they clarify, we will report it as a response to the B party. Okay. But if they didn't say anything, we can just we will report. But sometimes you can see the reports like the statement. The statement is like bagaimanapun pihak berkenaan belum lagi memberikan sebarang maklum balas berkaitan isu berkenaan. It's something like that lah. Okay. Because I know people eager to know everything. If kind of big issue whatsoever, right? But we have to manage to get it, and we do report if it is wrong. But like I said earlier sometimes things happen, and then there's a lot of party questioning this issue, and what kind of thing that TV3 should go with it, kind of issue, because they are not confirmed it yet. Mm-hmm. And we try to manage it to make it okay lah. And as we know, sometimes the kesalahan tu pasti akan jadi. Mm-hmm. There are some glitch, and we are openly sometimes apologize to any party that we know the report is not right. But it's really sangat-sangat jarang lah, really seldom to happen this kind of thing. Okay. But that's how we tackle this kind of issue lah.
Okay, so I think this question is also, I think we can lead, there's another question leading to this from Krishna Priya. Yeah, she said, with this in hand, how do you handle negative comments on your daily job, even though you know what you're doing is right? Yeah. So how do you handle? If you have.
Just ignore.
Just ignore,
yeah. People want to say what they want to say. So, okay. Yeah. Like this, if you know this kind of thing is not true, so just leave it. Just leave it behind. It's not your problem. It's their problem. So if you think that, there's a lot of misunderstanding about a certain issue. You have to explain lah.
Yeah.
If recently thing happened, I don't know lah whether you all the audience watch it or not. The one of Buletin that my kerusi turun bawah whatsoever, right? There's a lot of people asking me what happened, and then I know it's viral, it's going viral. Kerusi pembaca berita turun, Mr. Bean lah whatsoever, and I responded. Things happen, like any faulty or any what you can say, any kesalahan whatsoever, any wrong thing happen and will be happen on air. But to overcome this kind of thing, I said it's happened. So what could I do? Takkan I nak kena lari daripada studio pula right.
Yeah, I think a strong mental
I have to mentally preparedness.
Yeah.
So by hook or by crook, I have to be there. I have to continue present the news. I couldn't like leave it and leave my partner. I have to be professional at that time. That's how I tackle it. So there are lots of questions coming and then ask me through my IG, through my WhatsApp, through my, even so bosses ask me what happened actually, and then I keep on answering the same question to all of them.
Yeah.
So that's it. And there's a technical problem. Kursi punya pasal lah. And then why blame me? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. The next question is for Dr. Nurul from Sushila. She's asking, what would be the reason for you to choose mass communication?
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Sushila. Okay, I try to make it precise, okay, because there's so many questions I think on the Facebook, so I try to make my answer short. Why did I choose mass comm is because there's one saying about budak mass comm ni, kita letak mana-mana pun, kita campak mana-mana pun dia boleh hidup. Okay, so wherever we went to, wherever we've been to, so we can make a living, okay, because of the human communication. You've been in the accounting, or you've been in the business, or if you choose to work with an organization. So all this human communication skill that you have, that you learn throughout the diploma, degree, or master, you will make a living in whatever situation. So that's why I choose mass comm, because it's more on free of something that I always can do. If I can change my path anytime, anyway, okay, because we have those human communication skills. So don't worry about pursuing mass communication. You will make a living at the end of it, in whatever job, whatever career that you choose in the future.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you to both our presenters for being such a hand in answering all the students' questions. Yeah, what are the curiosity as in the industry, and also being an academician. Yes. So to conclude the Q&A session, can both of you just share in general, the key points for students? Yeah, what on being confident. Yeah, not to worry, being on the choosing the path as a media, under mass comm. Yeah.
Ladies first.
Okay, Dr. Nurul, maybe you could go first and sharing your points.
Okay, thank you so much all for joining our seminar today. So what I can conclude based on our topic today, in whatever you do, try to experience, okay? Try to experiment. Don't be afraid to lose yourself in something new, okay? And try to collaborate, okay? Try to expose yourself to the outside world, okay? So that it's not only you can approach the community or the organization, but they also can approach you, okay? So this two-way communication, two-way networking or collaboration will actually open yourself to be more successful in the future. Even your connection or your friends, you've been friends for maybe in your 20s, right? But in your late 30s or in your 30s, this will help you. Okay, don't ever ignore any single of them. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nurul. Mr. Asrul, yes.
All right. Okay. To conclude this session, okay, the only thing is if you want to get involved as a media practitioner whatsoever, because you are involved with NESCOM, right? So you have to, at the first place, you have to have passion. If you have passion, you will do by hook or by crook, you will do whatever you wanted to do and what you have to do, you will do it. And then with passion itself, you're gonna do things with responsible. So being responsible, keep your passion, bear in mind, I like this, I want to do this because I love it. When you love things that you want to do, of course, for sure. Kalau you kerja girlfriend pun, boyfriend pun, sebab you suka kan. So that's why if you like or you love NESCOM, media, whatsoever, for sure you will do anything. You will do any kind of method, you will do it. So plus with responsibility, you will never get wrong, right? Just do with responsibility, because responsibility is kind of good manner that not all people have. That's why without responsibility, there's a lot of issues happen, because people living with their own benefits. It's not they're living with the responsibility, but by own benefit, there's no responsibility. Responsibility is about others. It's all about people. So you are in media, you are doing responsibility things. It's not just disseminating the issues whatsoever, not deliver the issue throughout the medium, the industry. It's about what you want people, what kind of benefit that you want people to have, to get. So through passion and responsibility, you will be a good practitioner, for sure.
Okay, Thank you so much, Mr. Asrul and Dr. Nurul, for sharing wrapping up of the question and answer. So basically, before wrapping up, we as a recap, So as media practitioner, I think what Dr. Nurul and Mr. Asrul would is highlighting that having passion would actually bring us to greater heights, to bring change, and not every time I think we should listen to passerbys, on the negatives of being in the media and what cannot be done. I think the media is a very strong tool. It's just only how it's being portrayed, or what are the aims that we look forward to bring change. So I think in educating the public or educating a citizen, media is very important. I personally feel, So a lot that can be done by venturing into this field. So to all the students out there, I think you should not be skeptical in pursuing a career or going into higher education in this field. So to conclude, we've come to a conclusion of this webinar series. Thank you for everyone for attending our series. Thank you to our wonderful presenters. For actually sharing their knowledge and what they learned throughout the past in their career, in their experience. So I hope that all of you all have also learned something and enjoyed their presentation. So before we sign off, there's a preview of City University's program. Program preview. So I think that would be going on air now for everyone to actually watch a short video presentation of our preview. So these are the programs being offered at CityU. We have diploma programs, bachelor programs, We have Bachelor in Mass Comm, Corporate Comm, Journalism, Graphic Design, Multimedia, and also we have PhD programs that we are offering. Yeah. So PhD of Design is one of it. Yeah. So please do join us. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please do follow. And you can always drop an email at City University to ask further on our programs.